Akofa, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Johnny. I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good to see you.
Good morning to all your listeners.
Great. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
You look good.
We thank God.
What's the secret?
Honestly, apart from the grace, I just try to, things are tough. The system is really difficult, so
Right.
I try to stay stress-free as much as possible. Yes, so I don't think bad of anybody. I don't have grudges and stuff like that. Those things make you age, make you grow old, so bitterness, all those things, you leave it out.
Right.
You drink lots of water. Actually, you relax. No matter what, you have to balance stuff. So you must find time and rest, no matter what. So that's what I do.
We know you as a screen goddess. We see you delight on stage, doing your poetry, doing drama. We know you are an entrepreneur, etc. But if somebody says who Akofa is, what would you say? Who is Akofa?
I'm a very simple, down-to-earth person who loves the arts. So I love what I do, and I like to use stories to change direction and change perception. So basically, that's who I am. I'm a very nice, sweet person. If I say so myself.
Rhythm and Rockstar. Helen, you're laughing. You like that part, eh?
I really do. I want to know whether Akofa is aware that on the socials, especially on X, they say you are an OG baddie. Do you know what that means?
What does that mean?
It means, before we had what we now call, the hot girls. You paved the way for
Been there, seen it, done it.
So some of the, I think, might have been somebody from Gen Z, much younger generation. I think they were, I forgot who they were saying that, this is the OG baddie. And they said, no, go back and see when Akofa, back in the day, that's our original baddie.
Well, thank
original
you.
hot
That's a
girl.
nice compliment. Thank you.
Akofa, what was growing up like for you?
Growing up for me was a bit tough. It was tough because I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, I didn't have parents with money. I'm not going to say rich, because when you say rich, it depends on your definition of what richness is.
Right.
That my parents didn't have money, so we never really had enough.
Okay.
So it makes things a bit tough. You had to learn, and I had to hawk, sell stuff on my head.
Right.
Now they are calling it child labor, right? But I had to hawk, to sell stuff to support, So I didn't really have it that easy at all, but we were very rich in spirit.
Right.
We were very together as a family. My parents, you can't ask for better parents. They were sweet, they were good. Right. They treated us well. They taught us well to always love one another. Those values that it instilled in us. So in that sense, we were a very rich family.
Great. And I know also that you love family, you love culture, you love tradition. How deeply were you immersed into those things growing up?
Deep enough, I guess. I just grew up loving it. It's I think that's just a God-given talent.
Okay.
It's a God-given talent because before, my mother says, even before I could walk, she just knew that this girl was going to be something else.
Right.
So I've had those traits in me. Probably I was born with it. My mother tells me that she used to entertain at the whole school when she was in middle school. She would jump up on the stage and be entertaining. My father was in the school band, I think. So I think I was born with some of their creativity in me.
The juices were there right from the start.
So it's just been there. I haven't had to really suffer to do what I do. It's just been there. And so I realized that early, and I decided I would do arts. And so I chose my subjects carefully.
Okay.
I chose art subjects. Right after Form 5, I remember I said I was going to join the Ghana Dance Ensemble at Legon. My father said,
lie.
My father said, no.
What do you mean?
You know? So he said, okay, if that is what you want to do, we see that these are the things you're interested in, go to university, finish university, then you can join them, you can do whatever you want to do, but you have to go to the university. And so he made sure that I did go to the university, and I stayed true to my course. Right from when I was 5, I would follow my mother to Bible class, do cantata, those dances, and so from my childhood till now, I've just stayed in the arts.
Which would you say was the best play that you ever, starred in or featured in?
The best play, they've all been best. But there's one that stands out. I think I did, the first play I did, I was in secondary Form 1, on stage, big one. It was
Drama
called,
club and all of that.
I was right from the day I went to secondary school. I joined the drama club, I joined the school club. Thursday.
You didn't wait.
Thursday. When I got to the school campus, I heard singing. So I just put my suitcase and stuff and followed where. Then I went to the auditorium, the school choir, and I just signed up right there, and I joined the school choir right there from day one. So Form 1, we had this play called Money Can't Buy Happiness.
Okay.
And that was a good play. All the things, and of course, money can't really buy happiness. So that was one of my best plays, I should say, from that early age. And then there was another one we did way back when I was in Lagos called A Raisin in the Sun.
Okay.
I'm hoping next year I can stage it. I can direct it. Yes, I'll try and do that for Black History Month. Okay. Yes. It's called A Raisin in the Sun. And in this play, it talks about dreams, aspirations of a black person. Right. There was this black family, and they were the only black family living on a white neighborhood. Okay. And so you can imagine. And then they wanted them to move out and use the place, guess what, for a stable.
Okay.
For a stable. Nipa, into. Can you imagine? So that play really got to me. And that's the only time in my life that I've acted and I couldn't detach myself from the character. Okay. Yes. I remember we had that play at the art center, then at the drama, we're having a theater season. And I just, after the play, it took me a few minutes to they had to drag me to come for the curtain call because I was crying. I was backstage. I broke down. I was weeping like a baby.
Why were you so attached to that play?
Because, it gets to me the way we've been treated, the way blacks have been treated. Our ancestors, the way they were sent over there, packed like sardines. And the slave trade story. That's right. That's something that I always get emotional about. And so for a play like that, when you see how we've been treated, and we'll still be treated like that even now, so things like that get me emotional. So I really got into it, and it was not professional enough that I couldn't detach myself, but I couldn't help it.
Ellen, do you know that Akofa cooks very well?
I do know that.
Have you tasted her food before?
I haven't as yet. I remember the last time she was here. I don't know whether she made a promise or two. I don't want to say too much. But I recall how we ended that interview, and there may or may not have been a promise of something succulent to follow. But I am very well aware that Akofa has some blessed hands when it comes to the culinary world.
Akofa, what's your love for music like?
I love instrumentals.
Okay.
I love cool music.
Right.
But I love reggae. only when it's Bob Marley.
which of his songs are your favorite?
Any of his songs.
Any of his
Once
songs.
it's Bob Marley,
You
I
love it. Why?
And because Bob Marley is very philosophical.
Okay.
You should listen to the lyrics, you know. Okay, maybe I'm biased because I'm Pan-Africanist.
Okay.
Things that he speaks truth.
Africa Unite.
Africa Unite.
Zimbabwe.
Prison. That's all they're doing. They want to keep us in prison.
So
and
much trouble in the world.
And it is. And the things that the West are doing to us, it's all there in his songs. And it's been how many years? We listen to the lyrics. We are not doing anything about it. We haven't changed our mentality. The colonial mentality is still there. We are so enslaved in our minds. We are not changing. Our leaders are not doing anything about it. It gets to me. And I mean, where are we going? Where are we? And we have the arts that we can use to tell stories, to change perceptions, drive us onto the right path, use the arts for the African development agenda, or you can narrow it to the Ghana development agenda, because the arts is the most powerful tool, the most powerful medium that you can use to do anything, and yet we are not using it.
Do you get a sense that these thoughts that you're espousing now, those within the creative space themselves, or those who want to get into it, I'm not talking about your generation and the generation before you, I'm talking about the emerging generation. Do you think they understand what you're talking about? They know their place that much?
Most of them don't. Most of them are in it for the glamour, the fame, make some money. But I don't blame them, because we have not used the arts enough. If we had used it enough, they would have learned before getting into it, and they would have taken a stance. But right now, it's all the glam stuff, you know. And most of them are not what we call true artists. Okay. So we have the true artists. We have those of us from that school of thought that want to use the arts, use theater or the culture and creative industries to change minds, to redirect and change perceptions and all the things for nation building, for solidarity, for unity, for patriotism, education, so everything. That's what built us up, you know. So for people like us, it's been difficult because funding has always been an issue. For things like this, there should be a form of funding, a place you can source for funding. To, let's say you want to make heritage films, you want to go on this path I'm talking about. These are not things you leave in the hands of individual or independent
But that's
producers.
why the government said they will bring the arts fund. You remember that was a campaign
Yes,
promise?
we're supposed to have a film fund.
Where is it?
Okay, you made me laugh. I don't know. We don't have anything in the film as of now. The National Film Authority was established a little over 3 years ago, but we don't have any money from the government in the film fund. And so when governments come in, they'll say we're interested in the arts, we care about the arts, and you can't put even one CD in the film fund. I find it mind-boggling. Is it that we don't know what the arts can do for us as a people, as a nation, or what? And if we don't know, who advises government when it comes to culture and creative industry stuff? Who advises government? Because you don't expect that probably the president will know everything. Of course, no one person knows everything. I don't know everything. Even in my own space, I don't know everything. And so there must be somebody to consult. There must be somebody to advise. So I don't know out there who is doing what, that we don't have the film fund. But look at sports. Sports is entertainment. You know that. But it's also business. So it's the same thing. Arts, yes, we use it for entertainment, but it's more business. than entertainment. When they are reporting things that we do, they always put it as entertainment. They never put it on business news. Nothing on when they are talking about trade and industry. They don't mention us. So people just
the categorization of what you do
as entertainment.
Okay. So even when you're talking about weightier matters like you're doing now about
they will
policy,
go and report it as entertainment. You don't see it at trade and industry stuff. You don't see it at business news. No.
You find that worrying?
Very, very, because then it perpetuates. Everybody think, oh, these people, they are just entertainers. Oh, I'm here concert. Oh, and then they rubbish it off and they don't see the value and what we bring to the table.
Stage or screen?
Stage is my first love. Stage makes you a better screen actor, honestly.
Okay.
All the top actors worldwide, you would find out that they have some stage background. The best that you find, they have stage background.
Why is that?
Stage, it grounds you. It gives you a center to then now diverse from. You understand? Stage 2.7 teaches you are grounded in the ethics. So this younger generation that just starts acting on screen, they haven't even taken the pains to learn the ethics of the profession. And that's why sometimes I hear some stories about actors and it's worrying and I feel sad. They make it look like we don't know what we are doing and we shouldn't be taken seriously, and we use it for all sorts of things that I don't want to mention here. But that is not who we are, and that is not what the profession is about. So you learn the ethics, you learn the discipline. And if you don't have those things before you start, that's how you get swayed and blown by the wind anyhow. And when you're on stage, there's this adrenaline that flows. You are on edge.
Right.
You live by the edge because you must have your wits about you. You must think on your feet. Seconds. Somebody can forget their line. Somebody can throw you 2 pages ahead.
You have to feel
You need to be able to either bring the person back or know where in the script the person has gotten to. If you can't bring them back, you have to know exactly where and continue.
Right.
And so you need to be smart and intelligent and alert to be acting for stage. And that gives you this training and this sense and that gravitas, yes, to call yourself an actor.
Akofa, I wanted to find out whether or not amongst your colleagues and peers there is some effort to unionize. I know you have the bodies and you have subgroups that kind of break away, but in terms of letting your gripes be heard, would there be some maybe demonstration that is led by Akofa in the coming weeks or months to highlight the plights in the creative sector? That seems to be an effective way these days in drawing attention to particular issues. Have you considered maybe hitting the streets and letting the Ghanaian populace know that the creative arts is so important? Because I think, like you said, people maybe don't know the power of what the creative arts can do.
Well, we are not thinking of a demonstration. I don't think it has come to that yet. We've been dialoguing, we've been dialoguing with them. It's just that it hasn't gotten to where we wanted to get to. We are hoping that the candidates vying for the presidency, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the former president, has already had a interaction with us.
Okay.
He's asked us what our problems are. We've told him, we listed a whole lot, and he's told us what he intends to do when he comes. He doesn't have a magic wand, but together we'll find solutions as we go along. But he's very interested, and he's very much aware the power that we have and what we can use it to do in nation building. So at least he has called us, he's shown interest. We are waiting to see if the other Others will
Afra-Franto,
also
MPP. I'll take the seat to Kumasi. And everybody will come to. All right.
I have hints that Shada wants to meet us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
Provide your microphone. Let's get together and feel alright.
Hear the children crying.
One love.
Hear the children crying.
One heart.
Saying, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Saying,
Let's get together and
feel alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let them all pass all their dirty remarks.
3FM Sunrise.
There is one question I'd really love to ask. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind? Just save the soul, believe one love. What about a heart? One heart. What about let's get together and feel alright? As it was in the beginning. One love. So shall it be, yeah. Alright.
You love your Bob Marley, don't you?
I do. I do. When I was school, I
Did
had
you
the
see
T-shirt.
the dance that when
Yeah,
he did?
yeah.
I was reflex. I didn't realize.
It's an Afro dance.
I used to trace my hair like this.
Okay.
Way back
Okay.
in someone.
Okay.
And I had a T-shirt, Bob Marley bar. So weekends, I wear that and says my hair.
That was your nickname back in school, Bob Marley Ba.
Wow.
Wow. At least you know now, Bob Marley Ba.
You know? Oh,
Now-
but I also like Kwame Eugene.
Kwame
I
Eugene,
like
the new
and I
beats.
like the new ones,
Right.
the lyrics and what
Stone
they're
Boy.
doing.
You like the Stone Boys?
Stone Boy, it's not too bad.
Okay.
But I like.
What
Kwame
about
Eugene
Black
is
Sharif?
mine.
He's one of the more,
Yes.
Like Black
fresh
Sharif.
I
ones.
like Black Sharif also.
Okay.
You know, and
What do
then the
you-
older ones, Kodwentry, I like Kwabna so.
Right. What do you think of
And I bet them, hey, my man.
what do you think of creative people endorsing political candidates ahead of elections?
I really don't think there's anything wrong with that because we all have our political affiliations,
Right.
you know. And so if you're a creative person and you feel like endorsing the one that I don't see anything wrong with that. It's just that here in Ghana we are so petty when it comes to politics that once you do that, you become the enemy of the other political parties.
Right.
So your business suffer, everything you do. If you're not lucky that your candidate wins and their opponent comes to power, you are dead. They'll sabotage everything and anything that you do.
You'll be punished for your choice.
Yes, which I think is very unfortunate. For me, it's so petty. It's so petty. Look at the American part. Oprah Winfrey and all those people. They openly, you know, will perform or do stuff for the candidates that they love. And they don't get punished for that. Why are we doing this for ourselves?
You have a
know?
unique style.
Like, I'll tell you this one. When John Mahama came,
Right.
he gave 50 cars. That's, you are, celebrities and stuff now. We are in line with you, queue for trotro and stuff. It doesn't look too good. So he started with 50. They gave 25 to the North in Kumasi and the North, 25 in Accra for both actors and musicians. And these are not flashy cars. I got the
I-10.
Chevrolet I-10
Okay.
Ketuano, you know. And then other people got. When MPP came to power, my car was taken away.
Really?
I gave it to my son was using it. And they had trackers because we're paying for it.
Okay.
Yeah, we had years to be paying for it. And it was being paid for. When they came to power, they tracked it. My son was driving it. They stopped him, took the car. He had his basketball, his school bag, everything. They didn't even let him take it. And they took the car away. Why?
So
and then you tell us, I love the arts, I'll support you. And they've given us cars. And the plan was that they'll increase it every year, maybe the following year, maybe to go to 100. So those who can afford,
right.
They give us maybe 5 years or something, you pay in installments and stuff like that. What is so wrong
those
about
cars
this?
were not freebies. You were paying for them.
No, they were not
in
free.
installments.
Yes.
And it was still taken away from you. Do you know where it was taken to?
They took it back to Maslog.
And that was it?
Yes.
But you were paying monies. Where were you paying those monies to?
But to their accounts.
Wow. So now your money has been taken away and the car has been taken away too.
Yes.
How long ago was this?
We had finished paying. Oh, when they came. When they came, also like 7 years when they came into power, there's just not just me. I think Professor car was also taken. A few of us, our cars were taken. For what reason? I don't know.
Wow. I don't know. You use the word.
And this is not, it doesn't go well. If you want to support the arts and you do this to us, that's not too cool. But I'm sure the president doesn't even know anything about this. These are, people who take decisions and do things that probably didn't get directives from the top. But it's done under your administration, and so it's not nice. We have to stop these things. That when this party comes, we have to attack everybody that was. When are we going to stop?
Do you still run your restaurant?
I closed it down.
Why?
Let's just say I was tired.
You were tired of cooking for the people?
Yes, I started running out of loss actually, so I decided to close it.
Why people were no longer patronizing? Because the food was good.
Yes, I wasn't getting enough. After the COVID, everything slowed down, everything got messed up a bit. And I got tagged that my place was an NDC place. And so even if you send proposals to cook for people or serve them food, they'll say, no, there's an NDC person. And I don't know where I really said I'm an NDC person. I've been neutral for a very long time. I have a lot of friends in MPP, in big places in MPP, and I still know the same amount of people in NDC. But NDC never said that I'm MPP, but MPP says NDC. So this time I fully just go all out.
I see. So we're going to see.
I'm intrigued by that because even it's not a crime if you hear, but it's your constitutional right to join any association. You've done nothing wrong.
So and this raises a key concern about creating business people beyond political regimes. I think that's the central point you're trying to make here.
Yeah.
That nobody ever said that. Okay, you are not for our party, so we will not patronize, we will shut you down, we will frustrate you. But you say that happened actually.
Yeah, it happened. Most of them won't even come there to eat. It happened. One time somebody came there with a lady and got up and left. She told the lady, Brian DC drinks. Sorry, and they left.
Whoa.
That petty. We are so petty. And you see, the arts, it's one weapon, one tool we can use to disabuse the minds of the people.
So what happened to all the workers I used to see there?
Well, they all had to go and find new jobs.
How did that feel?
Terrible. It felt terrible that I had to let them go. And it felt terrible that I've lost my job. So now, if I'm looking for a job, I'm unemployed.
But this is no joke, really. It's a very serious matter.
Well, I've closed it down. I want to concentrate on my productions and acting and stuff.
When is your next production? Aside the one you spoke about for Black History Month next year, immediately are we going to have any productions from you soon?
I'm talking to people. I'm looking for investors. So if I do get the money I'm looking for, I hope by the end of the year maybe I'll come out with a film.
And you say you might just put your full chest out for John Mahama.
Yes,
or
and
the
why
NDC.
not? Yes.
In the coming days, we'll hear you make that announcement. Or you want to make that announcement here?
I just did.
I see.
I just did. I think he will help us more to drive the arts in the direction that it should go. You know, I've always said that the I don't like calling them colonial masters. They are not my master.
Of course, they are not our masters.
You know, they used film to colonize us a lot. Film helped them a lot. They knew the power that lies in this industry, and they used it well to colonize Africans. So it behoves on us to use this same power to decolonize ourselves. The mental slavery, decolonize ourselves, use storytelling to change the narrative of Africa. Now, even before we do the whole Africa, we should use it to change the narrative in Ghana. Politics of insults. That is not who we are. As a cultural people, our tradition and our culture does not encourage us to insult each other and to insult elders.
That's right.
Somebody will just be there and start insulting the president, and I don't care whether it's an opposition or a certain president. You don't do that. There are certain basic traditional things and cultural things that is a no-no. So just because you're vying for a position, you mount a podium and start all these insults. What are we teaching the youth? And now when they start insulting, you tell them that what? You know. And so there's so much we can use the arts to do. We
need to do some more.
Doing it. Shakespeare says that players are the abstract and brief chronicles of the time, and they must be well used. But I ask, are we being well used? No.
Akofa, you have a unique style. I mean, you blend the colors very, very well. Looking at some of your pictures yesterday, the graphic designer had a tough time trying to pick which picture to use. Where do you get that from? How do you put that together?
It's all part of the creativity in me. Yeah, so my own stylist, I mix and match, pick, and luckily everything looks good on me. So you don't have to have a million to look like one, you know. So I just pick simple things, look at the colors.
You don't succumb to the pressure, because that's what a lot of women, females in the industry complain about. They say that the external pressure is a lot.
Why?
Pressure to dress a certain way. The wigs are now so expensive down to the floor and all of that.
Why should you get pressured? If you know who you are, you don't let anything external pressure get you. You see, our ladies, the youth, you have to understand who you are as a woman.
Right.
You are a queen. You are a goddess. And so before you step out, you look at what you're wearing. Is this what I'll wear as a queen?
Right.
Is this what a goddess would wear? Your confidence level has to be up there.
Sure.
Do you need somebody else's hair all the way to your waist to feel beautiful? If that is so, there's a fundamental problem that needs to be tackled. Why? We are asking our children to cut their hair. And there's one thing I'm going to be advocating for. I think we have to stop this cutting of the girls' hair when they're in school.
Why?
The reason they give is that the girls won't concentrate. They'll always be thinking about the hair. I don't think that is true. There are girls with a lot of hair. And you have those who have, and they are very brilliant.
Right.
So it has nothing to do with being fascinated. It's just a matter of prescribing the simple rule for them to do, and that is it. But they are cutting their hair. So by the time they are out of SS, you're always cutting your hair from JSS till you finish. Now when they finish, their hair, it's not like me that this is my choice. You don't have hair. and they see their friends. So now they start buying the wigs because they want to have hair on.
Right.
But if we have let them from primary school to SS, their hair will be
where it has
at
to be.
their waist by the time they are done. You
So
know,
they
so
won't
they
have to
won't
use
have
extensions.
to have those extensions. Mind you, we are making business for somebody else in another country. Buying those extensions, and they are so expensive. And because of the pressure, they want to get it at all costs, whether they have money or not. That brings another problem altogether. And they think that makes them beautiful.
That is not the case.
So you're saying this thing it's very deep. When you go from nursery, you go to some of the nursery schools, you see pictures of white children. They don't see themselves. All they see are white children. They have all this long, nice hair. And so as you're growing, that is what they want.
It's filtered into their minds and they want to emulate.
Yes. But if those pictures will be black pictures of ourselves, icons that they can emulate and stuff like that, they will grow up with that confidence.
Right.
I think so. We should start putting Akofa's picture, Wiala's picture, some of our beautiful black
Ladies who have their
like,
hair.
Sometimes if you go to a hair salon and they've put a white man or a white woman, then
That's
I'm
the thing,
thinking,
you know?
this haircut, I'm coming in, I'm so confused.
Because it's all part of the colonization plan for you to want everything they have, so that you shun yours. Yours is barbaric, it's fetish, it's not good, it's this, everything foreign, and so their business will thrive, and you will keep deteriorating. So you keep going to IMF whilst we have money here.
Speaking of
You
which,
know, so
the FDA yesterday, per Supreme Court ruling, got the nod that they can go ahead and prohibit celebrities or well-known people like yourself from advertising alcohol. What do you say?
it's unfortunate
Why is it unfortunate?
that we have learned men and women who will sit together and come with this decision. I'm not sure if it's been well thought through. And I'm not a lawyer, but all apologies, you know. I don't know if they understand our industry. Who did they consult concerning us? Who did they talk to before taking this decision, honestly? Why do you say celebrities should not advertise alcohol? And who is a celebrity anyway?
They say it will influence the children to start drinking.
You're a celebrity, Johnny.
I mean, come on, I beg you.
You are
I
a
beg you.
celebrity. Anybody who does his work by excellence is a celebrity.
No, come on, I beg you.
Do you know my son can do something on TikTok or Instagram or something, can go viral, and overnight you become a celebrity?
That's correct.
So if you have used somebody, you want to use unknown people, okay, but you are still advertising.
Right. So they'll become
And-
popular eventually.
Thank you. So when they become popular, now they become celebrities. Are you going to halt the advert and say, no, that person is not a celebrity, so go and
Find
do a
another
new advert? Really? The thing is, you are still advertising, whether it's by a celebrity or not. If the person will drink, they will drink. If you're saying we are influencing minors, they should show me proof. Where is the proof that we are influencing minors? Because per our laws, from 18, you're an adult.
That's correct.
My son didn't start taking alcohol till after 20s or something, a little beer here or something, you know. So it's either partly a parental thing, because you're saying that children are drinking. They are drinking where? From what age are they talking about? Because children, is it from 5 years to 16? Which ages?
Are they talking about?
Yes. Is it 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds who are drinking, or is 10-year-olds? Where is the proof? Where is the data? They show us concrete proof,
Right.
which category of children and how they are influenced by by the celebrities.
King Joseph.
So they have to just guide it. They have to guide it because look, I talked to somebody in an alcoholic beverage company looking for money for a production. He says we can't give you the money. We would have, but they say we shouldn't because a celebrity will drink in the film.
Meanwhile, you feel that your businesses are being crushed by this decision?
Yes. Meanwhile, our counterparts in Nigeria do it. They advertise the same drinks from Ghana. They send it to them.
Even South Africa.
To advertise. And it still filters through back to Ghana. So work done, zero. Meanwhile, our counterparts are making money, looking after their families. And we are being punished and deprived of income just because they say they're sent to be a celebrity.
King Joseph Neaton says, Akofa, please bring back Thursday Theatre. Please, please, please. What do you say?
I'm thinking of it. You know, right? I'm thinking of it. It's got to do with sponsorship and stuff. Look, we were doing Thursday Theatre. It was called Get Involved.
Right.
The kind of stories we were telling were geared towards nation building. That's why it was called Get Involved.
Right.
So if there is a sanitation problem, we will teach people don't litter, if rains are coming, don't get the gutters choked, otherwise flooding will come, it affects, people die, all that. Malaria, so that our children will die.
Theatre for change.
Yes, theatre for change, theatre for development. That is what we were doing. So for things like that, government should commission for it to be done. You don't leave it to individuals that we should go looking for sponsorship, go round, you're not getting, you go here, this, you go there, that. Meanwhile, government has not put in place any plans that if a corporate Ghana gives to the arts, they get a tax rebate. Right. It's not there. And so when you go, you hear something like, oh, if it's education, and I'm saying theatre and any education, you know, because I don't even understand.
You don't understand.
That theatre it's parts of education. And so we do education. So if it's sports, you know, but nobody wants to give to theatre.
And that's where the problem is.
That is where the problem is. We really love to bring it back, but we don't have the finance to do so. We are trying. Sakisowa has got a lot of scripts. In fact, we've met a couple of times. We've thought about it and how we want to bring it back. So if you know people who are interested, companies that would sponsor, hey, why not? That would be great.
Akofa's favorite food, what would it be? Or what is it?
Don't laugh.
I won't laugh.
Are you
promise.
sure?
I promise. Helen, we promise.
I can't promise, please.
Snitch.
Yam and pepper.
Yam and pepper. Ground pepper.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Fried yam, boiled yam.
Boiled yam, fried yam, so long as it's yam, but mostly boiled yam.
What accompaniment does it come with?
Sometimes sardine or fried egg.
Oh, that's
Delicious.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
I thought you meant just raw like that.
No.
With some
pepper.
that's allowed.
Yeah,
That's
it's allowed. It's allowed. It's cool.
It's
cool.
not bad at all.
Cool.
Really?
I see. Yam and pepper.
That's
That's some cool choice right then.
Why don't you hear I'm dead cook yam? To my nostrils.
Or if I want to lure you somewhere, I just tell you there's yam.
I don't wake up like, she's really gone.
What does Akofa want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for somebody who is striving.
92.7.
That the arts will be recognized, put in its given the priority that it has to be given to take its place in national development. That's what I'm striving to do. I hope that I will be able to achieve it, and I hope that is when people mention my name, that is what they'll remember, that this girl really fought, lived it, fought it, and hopefully made a lot of impact. I'm hoping to.
You're hoping. That's your
That,
biggest.
yes, I would make great impact using the arts.
Will we ever get there? Some say we have dipped in terms of our arts, filmmaking. We have lost the competition to our brothers in Nigeria, South Africa, and other parts. Will we ever rise again? First of all, that is if you believe that we have dipped, but will we ever rise again?
We've dipped a bit, but yes, we will rise. We will. We are getting like-minded people together. You know, I'm the Deputy Secretary General for International Federation of African Audiovisual Professionals.
Oh, okay.
And so we are trying to set chapters across Africa. And that will give us a more powerful voice to speak directly to our governments. And I just came back last month from an AU program where they were inaugurating the African Audiovisual Cinema Commission. And so I was fortunate enough to be invited to attend. In the statutes of the AACC, they are asking African governments to dedicate or give at least 5% of the total budget, the country's budget, to the CCIs, that's the creative and culture industries. Because AU has realized the power that we wield, and how much it can influence. You know, every government comes and they are talking about employment for the EU, employment. But this is one sector that can employ so many people, from marketers, caterers. You have more than 70 to 100 categories of people that can be employed if we have a vibrant industry. And so across Africa, if every country is doing this, why would you go to IMF?
To go and beg.
You will not. And we do trade amongst ourselves. We have to keep our resources to us. And we have so much. We don't need the West. Honestly, we don't.
We don't need the West.
We need to harness what we have, use our strengths, our similarities, everything, and come together. And here in Ghana, we can do so much. And people can get jobs. The government itself will make money. You know, the sector can make more money than cocoa, can make more money than timber. But they give free fertilizers to cocoa farmers. They make sure that they have everything they need. They even get well price, whatever that they pay vendors. Why are they not seeing the arts as a non-traditional to really support and put some basic things in place? Our cultural policy is still, I think they're reviewing it. I don't know where it is now. I mean, where, like I said, who advises governments on these matters? They should probably come and put me there. Honestly.
Would you want to take that role?
If I'm given it, why not? And I don't care which governments. Once they recognize, they have to give those roles to competent people.
Right.
It's not that, you are in the party, we've won, we are looking for ministers, so they put you there where you don't have expertise. There are few places that you need people with expertise, like finance, like culture,
general, culture,
those things.
education.
You need people with expertise. And they should have the technocrats, the chief directors, those technocrats that would help them. But you need people with expertise. Up to now, Ghana, we don't have cultural attaches in our embassies abroad. Not one. And this is something we are advocating for as well. We don't have cultural attaches. You know, Queen Latifah's thing she was coming to do, her film, has gone to Ethiopia.
Oh.
We lost it.
We lost it. Such a big opportunity. We lost it. Do you know how much it costs to put a 60 seconds advert on CNN promoting your country? Lots and lots, thousands and thousands of dollars. You have an opportunity where a film is going to be shot here and taken out there. That is free advert for you. That is free branding of your country for you. At least a total of 40% of actors and crew would have been taken from here.
Right.
So if the film is going to cost $100 million, look at how much we would have stayed here in Ghana. The caterers would have gotten jobs to do, the waiters, the market women, because we'll get the ingredients from the market and the shops.
Right.
the people who would have gotten jobs to do to be able to take care of your families.
We lost everything. Akofa, when you're not
treat
thinking
you.
about these things, how do you relax?
I watch cartoon.
You watch cartoons. Which one?
That really.
Coco Melon or
Tom and Jerry.
you like Tom and Jerry?
I like Tom and Jerry. The Jeffersons, you know. It's only in cartoon that a car can, you know, run over
knock somebody and they'll still
then,
get up.
You know, so because sometimes I get deep, you know, and so I need something to make me laugh and distress me. I just watch cartoons so I can laugh.
No, it's true. Only in the cartoons, honestly, somebody can get run over, drink water, come back, and continue fighting.
You know,
Somebody's head can go off. He picks it, fixes it back, and we move.
yeah. So
We move.
it makes me laugh. It distresses me, honestly.
Cartoons.
I make sure
Live band or-
somebody say, "Hey, I know you're a baby." I say, "Well,
Child of God, it's allowed.
it distresses."
Live band or the club?
Oh, live band.
You ever been to the club? Nightclub.
No, nightclub.
You're one of the people
Once
who
or
can sleep in a
twice.
nightclub. You can
Once-
sleep.
I can't stand very loud music.
Right.
You know, I can't stand loud music. So even from my childhood, you are talking 18s until I got married, I never went to the club. Nah, it's not my thing.
Okay, we have to go.
My thing.
Thank you very much for attending upon us. Helen, you have a closing thought?
You didn't
Oh.
let me do my point.
Yes, okay, so I forgot. Let's hear the poem. The poetry side of Akofa.
Oh, okay. I don't write, you know, I only recite.
Okay.
So I will do this one from Kwabena Iyakwa's.
Right.
When the late Kwabena Iyakwa. It says one story is good. Since we are in election year, I'll pick this one because we are in an election year. If those who have ears, let them hear. So says one story is good. Opema chachope, opesma chope, opachomanya baye.
3FM
Opema chachope, opesma chope, opachomanya baye. Do not live, brothers and sisters. Do not live as they do who have no sense of time. Remember what Brother Jupiter said. What is 40, 50, 60 years when compared to eternity? We who weave the tapestry of the ages, a new generation joining up where one lets off. We who weave the tapestry of time, making sense of its scattered strands, must first master perseverance. Learn something first in this new instant culture world of the patience of our forebears. They say there were weavers in India who, using their thumbnails sharpened to pinpoints, could knit from silk a cloth so fine a whole saree of 9 full yards could be enclosed in the palm of one hand. They say the British caught them all and, putting their hands on a block, chopped off everyone at the wrist. Would you rather, Johnny, tell me, do not fear, would you rather it was their heads they had put on those blocks? Do not live, friends, as they do who have no sense of history. Ope macha chope, ope sma chope, ope chomanya bae.
That's Akofa there. What's the title of that poem?
One story is good.
One story is good indeed. One story is good indeed. Akofa, thank you very much indeed. And she's on social media. You are, right?
Akofa,
Akofa.
official Akofa.
Official
Okay.
Akofa.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much indeed for coming. We're grateful.
Thank you so much.
We will engage with Triple C shortly and then we'll get to Abosokai. A lot is happening there.